It's Boots from Bootsies BookClub and SUCH.
And it's me, Coco from Cocoism. I like how they're like dueling beginnings.
Where am I?
Who am I? You know what you are? You're in both places at all times. Because Bootsie's Book Club and SUCH and Cocoism are just one of the same. They're just vessels and avenues for us to create and coexist and boom, boom, boom.
It's a dimension that we're both a part of.
Oh, not the dimensional dimension.
And I'm so happy to be here.
Me too. It has been a week, a month, a year.
It really has. I mean, I was thinking about when we recorded last, and that was in at Muir Beach. And
Amazing.
it feels like so long ago, but that was literally last week. And we're back here in LA, and things are popping off left and right. Life is lifing. The portals are portaling.
Oh, wow, you're gonna just start right into it. You might as well just start into today, which tomorrow when this comes out, today is 999, right?
It is.
And this is a portal, so like this is getting to y'all late, but I hope that we've manifested and organized our thoughts. And tell us a little bit about the 999 portal.
Well, the 999 portal is completion and closure, a chapter or karmic lesson in ending. Time to release what no longer serves.
Bye.
Transition and rebirth. Stepping into a new version of yourself aligned with higher paths. Light work and service. A call to share your gifts, heal, and uplift the collective. Alignment with higher self. Guidance from angels, ancestors reminding you to trust the endings. Energy of love and wisdom. Embodying compassion and universal love. Carrying wisdom forward. I mean, this alone is, I attended an eclipse meditation over the weekend with Sarah, and in closing with that, she asked everyone who was attending what they were feeling or what they got from that session with her, and I said compassion and love, and within all of that, the whole ceremony and meditation was about grace, like I said, compassion, love, and really like all of that. There was so much given then that I couldn't just pick. You can't pick one thing. There's just so much involved. How do you feel about it?
I like when you get to the ending of your part and you're like, okay, it's time for you to talk, Coco. No, I also was so grateful to be there, and Sarah really put a beautiful afternoon together for everyone that attended. But I really got from that and from every part of me that is evolving right now. Like I feel like it showed me that I am doing exactly what it is I'm supposed to be doing. It's like I'm focused on myself first so that I can be the best version of myself for everyone around me. And that's what and I'm really looking into things in my past, present, things that I want for the future. And I'm really like taking account to all of them. I'm really giving them all attention. And I'm really taking time to just be present in every moment. And then also be really aware of when it's too much for me. And being like, and saying it's too much, even if I still do it, it is so important for me to literally say, this is too much right now, even though I sometimes will still do them. But I just stating that outside of my head so that myself and other people can hear me, I think is really powerful. And it's the next step for me, because I'm really just living in my, like, I don't want to keep the way I feel inside. I want, it to come out, and then I can move forward. Whether I'm doing the same thing or not, I'm stating where I'm at. And I think a lot of people need to do that.
that is so special to hear. I feel lucky to honestly be surrounded by people like you know, and friends like Sarah, and seeing Soraya today, who sent us the 999 chart that I just read. It's pretty special to be around because it's such a constant reminder of how you can take a look at things, right? And how you can respond, receive, and project. And I'm the one that always needs to be reminded. So it's a gift to have such beautiful people around me. And every day I'm like, wow, I'm lucky because I don't think a lot of people get that gift in life, and that said, I'm always here to learn more and more and more about how life is constantly transitioning, changing, and really how to navigate through it all.
Yeah. That eclipse is a really great moment to really look at everything. It's kind of a lot's happening right now, but it's up near, and it's like we have a flashlight next to our face, and everything that's in front of us, we're staring at. And we really have to look at it, confront it, and move on however we're going to move on. But we really have to do that. And like all these, you may see some shadows, but like the shadows are really, really important. And we have to remember our shadows are not something that we're trying to get rid of because this is a part of us. It's something we're trying to like coexist with, and we're trying to really just be able to live amongst our shadows in our own body, not hide away from them, not shame them, understand them so that we can move forward. And I think that is where it's just like you're just taking more steps to heal yourself and to stop looking at your shadows like they're negative, because they're not. They're lessons, and you have to decide how you are going to grow from those lessons.
That's a big thing to grab, and if you can grab it, and
Yeah.
it's rewarding, to be able to attain that, and here we are at Cocoism, the podcast, the catch up. It's been such a really wild break to have, and we're still on hiatus, but so much has happened since the break, and it's not going to stop, right? And
Nope.
it's even Bootsies Book Club and such, it is just so dynamic, like the creative adventures that we have together. They're emotional, they're gag worthy, they're spectacular, and there's so much in it.
They're expansive.
Ooh, see, these words are
I feel like
expansive.
it's like live in that. We went and had coffee with a friend today, and man, it's like so rewarding to like hear people's stories and how they're overcoming things and how they're empowering themselves and the people around them. It's a lot, but it's so amazing, and I'm so thankful that she shared that with us today. And I want everyone to know too, like if you're going through something, if whatever it is, just really check in on yourself and make sure that you're doing okay. Don't worry about everyone else. Like if there is pain, if there is growth, if there is darkness, stop for a minute. Remember how important that you are, and then all of the stuff that's happening around you, you can just step into it, being there for yourself first, like really being like, I love you, I got you. Now, how do we step forward and do this together? And together is you in your own body going through all of the craziness that's happening around you. But as long as we look back at ourselves and be like, how are we doing? And then I think that we can be the best versions of ourselves moving forward and moving through all of it. Because all the shadows and darkness, we got to go through them. We can't try to dodge them. They are what they are, and they're right in front of us. And we have to empower these darknesses that live inside of us so that we can coexist with them. Because I think shaming them, like a lot of us have, we put it away. It's like, not, it doesn't exist. Like, it's fine. Like, I'll be fine. But it's okay not to be fine all the time. But I really think there's strength in that. And yes, this is very hard to like do for everyone, but I really want to encourage little bits of it, if not all of it, all at once. Just jump right into it, like cannonball into it. Don't even look before you jump. Just jump.
I mean, I can't
I'm
even
crazy.
jump off a rock, in a river.
But you did it though.
But I did, and it took me forever. I was the last one of the entire group to jump off the rock because it was scary and
Because you were jumping into darkness. You didn't see the bottom.
exactly.
This was in 2020 at our wedding. There was this rock that Eagle Rock or something that people told us about. And you have to like hike there up the river. So we're like, going against the current, right? We get there, we all jump, and the Boots is like, no, I'm not doing this. And then everyone's like, yeah, do it. And then he does it. But when you're jumping off this rock, it's into a river of literally you cannot see the bottom.
Right. I mean, there's always two versions of yourself, right? Or at least for me, there's the version that I see myself doing, and then there's the actual version of, am I really doing it? So and of course I did jump off the rock. And I think of how I would do it today, and I feel like I would have less fear and not be so afraid. But which brings me to today as well, because whatever is going on in life, the purpose, is to stay focused. And no matter what, it's like you can hide in the shadows, you can hide from fear or sadness or, something going wrong. But in reality, it's the focus that really is what's needed to keep me going, to keep, this project going, and to like have an outlet to share what is happening right now. And I'm glad to be here. It's an interesting time of life.
Yeah.
Period.
Well said. Well said.
Yes. So the eclipse, then the portals. I mean, stay strong.
And you know what? It's September 9th.
Have compassion.
And then the other 9 is
shared
2
love.
+ 5. What did you say?
Shared love.
Period.
But anyways, here at Cocoism, the podcast, I mean, is it time for the TV tie-up?
I think it is. And I'm going to let you lead on this because it's a bit overwhelming.
I mean, it can be.
It is.
I mean, I only have a couple things on my mind because I binge so hard on a show that like sometimes I'm like, there's nothing to watch now. But currently Wednesday, the TV show wrapped up, and little Miss Gaga, she made a cameo and fed the monsters.
Oh my God, and she fed us with that damn song.
Correct. Okay, the song is stuck in my head. Is it The Dead Can Dance?
No.
Dead?
No, so hold on, just stop. The Dead Dance.
Ooh, the Dead.
Do the Dead Dance.
The Dead Dance is being sung all over the house. Coco is dancing upstairs and downstairs.
Yeah, you look out.
And we're learning the choreography, so you may see a video soon.
Yep.
But Wednesday, the show is it's one of those shows where it's almost so perfect that there's not enough time or space for every character to be developed because they're so good. And it's like you want to know more about every single character on the show. Like Morticia, like I'm dying to know. Would love, you want to see more scenes with her. It's like Pugsley, like I know nothing about that kid. Gomez, he's barely on the show, but when he's in a scene, he's like so insane. You're like, oh my God, like you're so dope. And it's like there's so much going on. There's never enough of the characters individually, but
Yep.
that's okay. Now Enid is running, through the wilderness. She's a werewolf.
Yeah, because now she's stuck because she saved Wednesday.
She did. And I love that Wednesday's new best friend. She's just so darling.
Those eyes, I'm like,
just the biggest eyes on the planet.
They're so beautiful. So, so, so beautiful. But I like how you said that though. It's like each character is so strong and so they're developed in their own. Like sometimes like even the brother that came that was Pugsley like electrocuted the ground, and then the brother that came in and even that character was like super strong.
Oh my God, Thing. I mean, Thing has a story. I
know his little dollhouse is. I mean, it's.
Where his hand came from.
Yeah.
I'm eating an ice cube right now. Sorry, everyone.
The thirst is real.
But there's so much going on. I mean, I love the show. Can't wait for the next season.
Yeah.
Wednesday let you have it as usual.
Yes, she really, really, really did. Miss Jenna Ortega. It's crazy, like these actresses. It's like I'd heard about Jenna, and I think she'd been around for a while, right? She's been, doing like the little kid circuit stuff in the beginning, and
she might could
had, and she just busted out. It was like this role was made for her, and Tim Burton was like, "Yes, Jenna."
Tyler Doohan. I mean,
and then the Dead Dance music video that it was produced by Lady Gaga and Tim Burton was epic. And do you know the video where they record, or where they recorded the video, was a real place in Mexico. It was like the Island of the Dolls.
Amazing.
Isn't that cool? I wonder if you can go visit that.
I wonder. I just love an artist who tells their story through music videos. And Mariah Carey just the other day received the MTV's Vanguard Award.
Mm-hmm.
And she, did a medley of her hits. Of course, We Belong Together was so good. I mean, the pipes were piping. I mean, she was slowly moving across the stage, but that's not a surprise to anyone. But she sounded great. But in her speech, she thanked little Ariana Grande, especially, and she commented that she was just so little that she couldn't hold the award for her. But that was cute, I thought. But she said that her, looking back at all her musical past, her videos were a chance for her to express herself through her songs, through videos, and the
characters.
So many characters. She had so many characters, and every Mariah song that's a hit, you can immediately think of the video. And I just appreciate that about Mariah Carey, about Lady Gaga. And there's just some out there that aren't doing that, and they will not be mentioned. But
no, we are not doing any of that.
Lady Gaga let us have it with the video, and there's just never a dull moment. I mean, she's abracadabraing everywhere, and she's just dancing, and you're dancing, and it's like,
I just don't really understand. Like, I just don't understand. I mean, me.
Let's leave it there.
Like, it's just a bit much, and I can go on and on. But I did want to go back to Mariah and how I cannot believe that is her first and only Moon Man.
The shade is shading. I mean,
you know what's funny with that?
People try to come for Mariah and not award her when she should be awarded.
But you know what's really funny? There's something really funny there. You know what it is? Nicki Minaj has no Grammys.
Mm-hmm.
Mariah has no Moon Men.
Sweetie.
Isn't that funny? And then they were on American Idol together, clashing.
Oh my.
Clashing queens.
God. True.
And both, they're,
you're saying that drama caused them to not have any awards?
No, I'm saying like they're, Mariah, it was Mariah Carey. Nicki Minaj to herself is Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Which I think that she thinks that she's up there with Miss Mariah.
Ooh. It's not true.
It's not true. It's like, I don't mind naming names, but like that's me. That's my problem in life. Like I have too much tea and too much shade. But it's all love at the end. Even my tea, even my love, it's all It's all love.
Well, it makes me think of the other day how we were talking about, I guess just the term, like when we're talking about judging, right? And it's like, there's so many loopholes in this word because someone could say they're judging, and then you the other day were like, I'm not judging it. That's just tea. Or also someone could say that that's just my opinion. So is it like an opinion? Is it judging, or is that tea?
Okay.
Because
I can break it down.
because one you're telling me like I'm judged, like me or Matthew, like we're judging.
Okay.
It's like I think I now, but now that I'm gathering this information from you, that day all I needed to say was like, it's my opinion.
Nope. That also doesn't work either.
See, because you try to escape with any one of those.
But I can explain it to you if you want me to.
Go ahead.
Because I believe when it comes to like, when we're talking about this conversation that we're talking about right now with Matthew, you and I, that was on the way that someone lives their life, they, them. We were really getting into conversations about pronouns. There's certain things you can't really like have too much of an opinion on, because that's not the same as me talking about Mariah and Nikki and this music thing, because I'm not talking about who they are. I'm talking about the art that they make. Yes, that they could say this is part of who I am, but it's not. It's not who they are at home, at their house, with their kids. You know what I mean? It's not. It's tea.
I'm just happy. I hear you, and we can all have an opinion.
Yeah, and I like how you said opinion, because every time I hear opinion, my opinion, I think of Tamra from the Real Housewives.
Tamitha.
Was it Orange County? When Vicky's talking at her, and then she's all, "That's my opinion." I mean, epic TV. But I do agree with you. You can say whatever it is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm a queen. I believe that there's certain things you can't touch. Like, I'm not going to be talking about none of y'all's religions, and I don't want y'all talking about my sexuality. But you can go ahead and talk about the way I dress. You could talk about my podcast. You could talk about the way I cut hair. But don't talk about me being a homosexual.
Let's leave that for another episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, of course not, right?
The beans,
the beans are the tea.
Yep.
So lastly, in the TV tie-up, I'm obsessed, and another round of applause for the latest installment of The Conjuring.
Oh,
I mean, leaves me just wowed. And I don't know, sometimes when you think there's like, the next one, or like the trilogy, or like they keep remaking, the movies, that it's not going to be as good. But the last installment of The Conjuring was amazing. It was so well put together. The story was so scary. The acting was major, and I loved it. I loved it so much.
Yeah, it was very good and very scary. I had not seen all of them, because I'm not super crazy on scary movies. I watch them with you because it's something that you enjoy.
Horror is my favorite genre.
He loves it.
Film. And
I believe I like to support in that. And sometimes, I do like it, but it is like, it's hard to sleep that night. Like that night, I had a moment. I was laying in the bed, and I looked over, and we have this one closet in our room that has this like archway. And I looked past it, and I swear to God, I saw one of the characters from the movie, the guy with the axe. And I was like, you need to like go take a sleeping pack here right now.
That's hilarious. Yeah. I mean, our room is pretty dark, so it's like, there could be anything in there. But thank you.
And our house is 110 years old. So literally anything.
Thank you for explaining, tea, judgment, and opinion. I really appreciate your opinion, honestly. I mean, it's, schooling the children.
Trying. But then we also have a kid that's like super intelligent, that like we have conversations, and then we also like, he helps us like kind of reframe the conversation as well, because he has such a big opinion, like yourself and like me,
right?
And everyone gets the chance to
He get it from his
Boom.
daddy.
Boom, boom.
Were you afraid in The Conjuring? Did you love the movie?
Oh, I mean, I'm that person in the movie theater where I have a hand over my face or two, and I'm looking through the crack of my middle fingers, sweetie.
Hmm.
So it was scary. Why are you doing that?
It's time for Bootsies BookClub and such. Oh my and such.
Oh my God, you scared me. I was like, what is happening? And we were just talking about a scary movie. Like, how dare you? Okay, let's get right into it.
Hey, it's Boots.
And I'm Coco.
Oh, welcome to Bootsies Book Club and such.
And sorry, everyone. We have all 4 dogs, as you know, and one of them is not in the room right now, but is crying so loud to be here with
Oh my God, I'm dying for Dancer from the Dance by
Stellar.
Andrew Holleran. And I've had a challenging week. I have to be honest. I creatively have been just stalled and zonked and a little, and my rest because my mind is just in another place. But and for some reason, my book expired on my library card. Uh, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to catch up on the book. And I went to start reading again. And the checkout expired. So I had to recheck it out. And then I was trying to recheck out my book and it wouldn't let me recheck it out. So I was like, and then the library didn't open till the next day till like 11 o'clock in the morning. And I was busy running around all day with doing stuff. So like in my mind, my reading time did not happen. So as I'm running around busy, I was able to listen to the audio version of Dancer from the Dance, which was hella entertaining. And I did catch up and here, again, it's Malone and Sutherland and what's this were you really seeing the relationship with Malone and
Sutherland?
No, his boyfriend Frankie.
Yes, that is like, it starts off like one way and then it ends. It's just like, I mean, if you think back though, their obsession was only gonna end in that way, in that time, because you know how they talked to, because was he Latin, the guy?
Right, like Frankie was Puerto Rican. But even in that, he it bothered him that everyone thought he was Puerto Rican when he was really like half Italian, and like no one recognized that part. And in this love story, they were both infatuated with each other, right? It was a strong connection from the get, and it was very physical, sexual, and they were just they adored each other.
And there was a part where they talked about like not being able to do anything without like, even like when he would go pee, he would want to like go and like hug him while he was peeing. Or like if he was off to work, he would wait on the stoop, waiting for him to come with the dried apple drip on his face. I'm like, girl.
I mean, do you guys remember a different time? No, you guys had relationships, like that started off all obsessive, like maybe, right? You could probably pick little bits and pieces of certain moments in relationships like that, right? But like you said, it's like it's on 100 miles an hour between those two constantly. And then you see over time how they start picking each other apart or growing distant or, having sex with other people and almost feeling like they have less in common, and Frankie, is more of a straight gay, and Malone, is a queen, right? And they're both gorgeous. And Frankie left, his wife and kids for Malone. And I mean, the rigmarole, I mean, it's everywhere. So yeah, I don't know. It's like them their what do you think? Their love was dying? You know, their
Yeah, I think it was just like a classic case of like they just were simply obsessed with like their physical connection, and that's what it was. It was just this beautiful story of like these two men that were had such hard upbringings, finding each other, loving each other, and getting to a point where like Frankie was like, if you leave me, I will kill you. Like, just like, I mean, I've been in some situations, but that situation, if someone said that to me, I'd be like, girl, bye. Like, I gotta get up out of here. But
right.
like it's, and I know these stories exist, but no, no, no.
Yeah, that was a sad part to read. And you know, and as a result, as they start to get distant with each other, and Malone finds other men very attractive and is wants to be, around them more than his man, then it gets physical, and he beats up Malone.
Yeah, pretty hardcore, honestly.
And Frankie like really crosses the line, and it's sad, to like to picture, so, two people that were or are in love, taking it out with anger and abuse and physical, um in a physical way. And so Malone is kind of beat up, he's emotional, he's upset, he's sad, and he's kind of like wandering, right? He's like wandering around, and then that's when I think Sutherland just like kind of passes by him.
Yeah. No, he's in the alley because he had just run away from
Frankie.
And he was just running and running and running till he got to this alley. He like kneeled down, and then Sutherland comes out of the back door. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was a club or something or restaurant. And then Sutherland sees him, and then he like connects with him. Like this is like, like he's like this mother that like, like he says, to like, something like the mothers, won't leave their children, in the streets, and then takes him home.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty beautiful.
I love it. I know. And then that's such a special moment because, can take you to that place of, your best girlfriends, right?
Yeah.
Being there for you.
Picking you up off the street.
Picking you up off the streets.
Right off the street.
And it makes me think of like, my last breakup, because I felt like it was super emotional, dramatic, and took me out of, my norm. And at that point, I almost felt friendless. I didn't have a community. I was so enwrapped in this relationship that there wasn't anyone for me to reach out to, or I didn't feel comfortable doing that. But lo and behold, friends are there, and they show up at the most random times, and I can see how that is real, and it's like I'm so thankful for that moment of my life, because I got to have comfort in new people, build new relationships and have new friends, and lean on old friends too. And people were just there for you, for me. And I was like, that's what's up, and
that's the tea.
And that's the tea. So what else do you want to anything else you want to share? Like, I don't even know what chapter I'm on right now, you guys. I will be more organized for the ending of the book, because we'll be wrapping up.
We're finishing this baby this week.
Dancer from the Dance next week.
And I expect a full book report.
Oh, you're gonna get it.
Yeah. Period.
Because this week has just been too many things.
And I keep saying that, it's just too much. But it's not gonna stop until we go to Mexico. And then we'll have like a week to like chill out.
I mean, I love
until then.
That you're too much.
No, it's always you, and I think that you forget that you are the the queen of the castle
Well, that's all be too many things.
together.
And why don't we head on out of this episode with Cocoism?
That's
Let's dance a little bit.